Oh, brother, wherefore out thou?
Brother, where art thou?
Brother, I like this game we were just playing. I don't know what
It is?
you would even call it. We were just doing mic checks, and you know, when you mic check, you just go through all the mics that you know off the top of your head. So first one I went to was Mike Wazowski.
Right.
I said, "What does he mean to you?"
Mm-hmm.
You said, "Who is he?"
Who is he?
Who is he?
And then you said, not who is he?
Yeah, what does he mean
What
to
does he
you?
mean?
And you said that was your first introduction into comedic relief?
I think so, yeah. That's what I would think in my head.
Can you be the main character and the comedic relief?
He's not the main character.
Mike Wazowski isn't the main
Of
character?
Monsters, Inc.?
Who is the main character?
Sully and fucking what's her
Okay,
face?
main character. Sully's the main character?
100%.
Huh, I gotta go back and
Yeah,
watch
you gotta
that.
watch my Monsters, Inc.
I swear
again.
to God, because like I just felt like he was bigger on merch.
Maybe he, I mean, maybe because he was such a great, he was such good comic relief.
Hold on,
You
because
know,
I only
comedic
ever
relief.
saw the first one.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like two after that?
Yeah.
Where did that? Who did that go with? Was
it
it
followed Sully still?
okay? So Mike just left.
No. He
He
was still in
graduated?
it. No. The second one, I think they were still at the facility.
This is us doing
Scream
reviews
Factory.
of remake or
Yeah.
sequels we never saw.
Yeah. The second one, I think, was okay. They were still at the factory. The third one, I think, was Monsters U, which is where they went back in time when they were in college.
It went back in. Why does everything go back in time?
I don't know. It was a prequel. It was the third movie, but a prequel. But it shows how Mike and Sully met. They met in scare class together.
Why wouldn't it be called Scare Tactics?
No idea, dude.
Yeah, I wasn't a writer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what initially got us, I don't even know. Okay, so we forgot to set back up since Heat on the Street Fest.
Heat in the street.
Was a fucking,
It's okay.
what'd I say?
Heat on the street.
Heat in the Streets Fest, my bad. It was a fucking banger, dude.
Yeah, it was
like
cool. It was a lot of
absolutely
fun.
killed it. Could I have talked closer to the mic? Probably. Did you listen back to it?
I did. I listened to like 20 minutes of it and I was like, God damn, he is so bitch in this podcast.
You know what it was? Have you watched it back? Not just listened, but watched it?
It's you like this, right?
It's the chairs we were sitting in. Obviously, we didn't take mic stands, which later on in the episode you'll see like that was probably a fault of our own.
It's fine.
We'll learn next time.
It's okay.
But the chairs were like metal chairs, and I had turned it. Initially, it was just sitting straight forward like this. There's no arms on the chairs. You had a table, so you could set your arm on the thing and kind of do this number, you know? And it's like level with where you're sitting. And you're sitting similar to this. I was sitting similar to you. So I started to like kind of turn away from the camera and face just the guest. And I'm setting like my fucking elbow just down on my waist. And it's just like so far away from my mouth. But I'm like, I understand the strength of these mics.
Yeah.
But I just did not check the volume on the audio interface. So it's like,
I honestly
it sounded like I'm a person walking by.
Yeah, no, it was light. It's very light.
Terrible.
I was really surprised with how much these cut out the excess noise.
Absolutely.
So
the noise?
I don't know if, like, I'm sure there are parts in there that you can hear. There's other bands playing and shit. But basically, we were set up at Handlebar in the, like, courtyard area. So there were two gigantic doors that walk into the Handlebar that there are other bands playing. And they are, I mean, absolutely ripping and tearing. Like, you'd open the door and you kind of pretty much have to yell to the people that are 5-10 foot away from you to talk with them.
We're
but
good,
these
like,
things,
20 feet from the actual stage.
Yeah. So, I mean, even Cody was like, I couldn't hear what some of the answers were because of the doors being open and everything. But we were listening back to it, and I went to some of the places where I knew that it was like, okay, that shit got loud as fuck. Yeah. And I was like, they're not going to be able to hear anything. Yeah. And it was crystal clear. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it makes me feel bad. That is a situation where having ears, like the headphones, would have probably done us really well, because then we could hear what could be heard, you know?
Right.
But I couldn't hear what the fuck, like Big V,
Yeah.
Have no like we were talking about his dad featuring on some songs, and I was like, that would be a really sick idea because I think you asked him about his background and like,
Yeah.
do you come from music?
Yeah.
And he's like, my dad was a drummer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dude, that would be sick to have your dad. And I think he had already said,
yeah, he was talking about like he had some in the very beginning when he first started.
Yeah.
His dad made him some beats like
And
on the drum kit or whatever. And then Cody at the
I
after,
doubled down on it.
Cody after was like, yeah, you should definitely try and do that.
Yeah, that'd be
and I was
sick
like,
to have him on a song. And I think he was just like, yeah. All right. Moving along. But dude, everybody there was really dope. Also, Big V has a podcast too called the Chop Up Podcast.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
check that shit out. He has like local musicians on as well. Like I think it's mainly rappers. That's all I've seen on it. Like people that have been on our couch as well.
Yeah.
But like everybody's doing really big things that were there, and the fest was a fucking smash hit, dude. Everybody loved it.
Yeah, the shit was a barn burner. I mean, we got out of there at what 5 or 6 o'clock. Something.
Yeah,
like
we're
that?
like I think almost 3.5 hours.
Yeah, and at that time, Handlebar was packed out, and the street was filling up, like in the street stage over there. So that was really cool. And it was still, I mean, by the time we left, it was still 100 degrees out. You know what I mean? And the other band, like, I don't know if you'd call them headliners, I guess, were playing later in the evening too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
it's gonna be much cooler.
Yeah,
they were gonna play after dusk. You know, name drop.
I like what you did there.
Yeah.
It's kind of tight.
Dusk is after night, right? It's like as the sun is settling.
Settling?
Yeah, like settling into the horizon.
I think that's sun. It's kind of the same as sunset, right?
Okay, let's get over the words, but it's the same time, right?
But then it wouldn't be after night. It would be before night.
But I meant like, I was right by saying after dusk, right? Because dusk is like, yo, you be home by dusk. It means like be home by like 5 or so. Like not this 5, because this 5 we're moving closer to the fucking sun.
Yeah, we are in the sun.
We are second sun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Florida, the second sun. Yeah. Father, son, and Florida.
Did you ever see that show that was called Third Rock from the Sun?
Oh, I remember seeing that.
Brother, I think we overtook the third rock. I think we've moved up. We might be first rock from the sun.
How many rocks are in between us and the sun?
Isn't there like something Mars and then us? What is the first planet?
This is a tough subject.
Okay,
to have
here.
on the podcast,
don't tell me, but know it. And then tell me if I'm right within Mars, or is Mars behind us? I think Mars is actually behind us. I think they're the fourth. Because third rock from the sun, we have to be like... And then give me the first letter of the first planet.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I'm trying to pull it up.
You typed in planets and it's like Captain Planet. He's our hero. Brother, what is taking you so long on the planet?
Dude, it's fine. It's fine. Just give me a minute.
I feel like it's like...
Okay.
I feel like I can see it. I can envision what it looks like.
I can feel it.
Yeah, it's obvious. I'm gonna just spout out some of the things that it's not.
All right.
It's not Saturn. It's not Neptune. It's not Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Mars.
The first one?
The very first one?
From the sun, yeah. That's what you're trying to guess?
No, I'm telling. Yeah. I'm telling you these are not what it is.
No, I got it pulled up now.
It's not Uranus.
That's correct.
It's not Pluto. Brother, I named all the planets I know. Hold on. There's 2 in front of us before the sun, yeah?
We are the third rock from the sun.
What is... And the moon doesn't count because it's just like hanging
there's like
out.
200 moons.
It's like us and a friend.
Yeah.
So name the first letter.
Of the first planet?
Yeah.
Starts with an M.
Mars?
Mm-mm.
It's not Mars. There's another M.
Yeah.
Do I really sound this dumb?
No.
Like when you're reading it and like hearing me say Mars, or you're like, that's a good guess or no?
I I mean, it's a good guess because it is in fact a planet. Yeah, Mars is definitely, but there is
Mercury?
Look at that, dog.
That's
yeah.
really the first one?
Yeah.
Probably because it's so hot, yeah? Because we can't, you get mercury poisoning because of it's hot, yeah?
I don't know. I don't think that's how that works.
Okay, second
Second rock
planet,
from the sun.
first letter.
It starts with a V.
Venus?
Uh-huh.
What?
You know.
I feel betrayed.
Yeah. So it
What the
goes
fuck was
here.
taught
You
to
want
us?
the
Yeah, go ahead and
okay. All
so
right, I'm gonna
everybody
spout them
listening
off.
knows. Yeah.
Yeah. In case you guys don't know the solar system, let's go over it real quick. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Really? Is that
Well, it's like the rest of them made
I
sense,
guess.
but like the beginning ones, I was like, I would not have said.
It's
that.
wild how tiny we are compared to the other ones.
Oh, wow.
Again, I don't know how scaly this is.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's got to be bigger than that. Okay, so
I didn't mean that. Okay.
yeah, bigger than the picture on your phone for sure.
But I mean, how much bigger is Jupiter compared to
Zoom
the
in.
little guy? Let's see if it
lot of
gives us
those.
that's quite a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you even, dude? I sometimes have. I don't know if you would call them nightmares or dreams, because have you ever had a dream where you want to see something so unbelievably big in the sky that you can't quite fathom it, like the scale of like where it would actually touch?
You mean like the moons in Star Wars? You know that one where there's like, it's like him walking out or whatever, and in the background you can see another planet, but it takes up like half the sky.
Yeah, and you're like, God
What the fuck?
damn.
Yeah.
You have those as well? Like you have dreams about like...
I don't think I dream about it. It's not something
It's
on my
not
bucket
something
list.
I'm like... It's not a goal. I'm
Yeah,
not talking
no.
about like a dream like that. I'm talking like in... And I'll tell you this dream. And I think I've mentioned this before when we were talking about Russia. And I know this is weird, but a few months ago, or whenever that Russia episode was, when we were talking about World War III.
It was like a year ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I had a dream, and like some dreams just fucking stick to you like grits, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I was driving to Jacksonville on the interstate. Like we've been on that road thousands of fucking times. And clear as fucking day, I just see this thing that's like comically big, like the fucking black warhead things from Mario.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're coming across the screen and they're just like the whole fucking screen, and they're gonna kill Mario because you got to get over it. But it's like that, but it's like coming down. And I'm like, oh, and then it hits, and then it's just an explosion. And I'm like, I can clearly see it's an explosion, but it's so unbelievably big in the sight. Like I can go like this, and I'm just able to catch the end of one, and then still all on my sight, and then just the other end. So if you're looking dead straight, that's all you're seeing. Even out of your peripheral, you're kind of seeing the edges of it.
Yeah.
We don't see anything. Like that moon or whatever on Star Wars, that's a perfect example of it. There's something about that is like, I want to see something that big. I think there's something about that with all of us humans, whether we like actively think about it or not. Like, yo, it's weird that it's in my dreams, but like when you're at an aquarium and you see a big fucking shark, you're like, God damn, that's a big shark. And just the size, or I don't know if you've ever been to an aquarium and they had a whale. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, not a fucking real blue whale or nothing, but like
I'm picking up what you're putting
a
down.
whale for indoor water.
An aquarium.
Yeah.
An aquarium whale.
Hey, that's an indoor whale
Yeah,
right there.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a big fucking... Like, you're like... Things get out of hand in the ocean. So you get that sense of like, wow.
My thing, I think I have more of those about... It's funny you bring up whales. I think I have more of those about water than I do space. Because in my head, I understand... Space is gigantic, right?
Yeah.
It's never ending.
It's too
and
big
I can't
to fathom.
you're never gonna grasp. But in my head I understand that is never.
I mean, you were confused that space wasn't even just on your phone just now.
Right.
You're like, I have no idea.
But like
It's
I
bigger
know
than
that is out there.
Uh.
Is the We're never going to know, right? So that's cool. I get that. But like in the sea,
okay.
This is where I think about this a lot
because
you're like
I love this.
Because for me, you're out fishing and you catch a 150-pound fish or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, that motherfucker was, in 600 foot of water, and you're like, that's the top of the food chain. That's how big it gets. And then you're like, no, there are things that eat this. And then there are things that eat, and then there are things that eat that.
Yeah.
And then stuff that eats that too.
Also,
and it's like,
what's deceptive about fish, and it's probably not deceptive to you anymore because you fish so much, but like to me, I can't look at a fish and have an idea for how much it weighs. Not a fucking clue. Yeah. Like I've seen some of the catfish that they be like one arming.
Yeah.
Like they fucking
noodling.
Noodling. And I'm like, that's got to be 1,000,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Or that could be 40 pounds.
7 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's one of those things. And you want to know a little? I wouldn't even call it conspiracy theory, but I would call, I guess, unpopular opinion. I definitely think there's some kind of megalodon still out there.
Okay, I don't know if that's like, is that an unpopular opinion?
I don't know.
I think that's just not like, is it not just not spoken a lot?
Maybe. But I definitely think there's some like 150-foot shark.
That we've explored more of space than we have the ocean?
No.
But we do dive more into exploring the spatial areas around us.
Yeah.
Like other planets versus finding out what the fuck we are. You know?
Well, I think in the human race's head, it's like, okay, we're on planet Earth. We've been here for a while. Nothing has come out of the sea and eaten us or taken us out. Mm-hmm. So we're cool with that. What's out there? No. Hey, brother. So you got to go out there and take a gander.
I'm right here.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is what I think. I think it's a good... I wish Casey was sitting on the couch right now. This is what I think. I think it's a good example of us as humans. Like, we don't have our own shit figured out, but we're very nosy about yours. Yeah. It's like, hey, what are you doing, bud?
But the scale of the space, like, I don't know what percentage of the sea has been searched or discovered.
Said something like 10%.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Let's say
but even 10, that, right?
Which is a lot.
But like the amount of space that we've looked at.
I didn't mean it like that. I hear how you're hearing what I said. I mean, like, they spend more time searching space, which it's not a drop in a bucket when it comes to space, but not so much here. But it might, like, fall into the category of, like, our equipment just isn't there yet.
Yeah. Well, there's, like, some, I can't remember, I think it was a aeronautical scientist or engineer or something that was talking about this, but like the stuff that we come up with today, like our technology we come up with today, like cameras and rockets and all that kind of shit, you send those out into space, and 10 years down the road, the new stuff that we're going to be making is going to be able to go 10 times further than that stuff. So there's no point because of how space and time works. You know what I mean? So like,
there's no point of what?
Of even trying the stuff now, because the technology is going to be beaten out in 10 years. So it's like a weird...
But why wouldn't you, like, just float a live camera out there? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, just go with me on this. From what we're shown on movies and shit, atmospherical pressure is, like, non-existent out there, right? It would kill us. But on metal, which doesn't breathe or move in or out or have blood vessels and shit like that, it's just like beep.
It's just a thing.
Beep.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, they fucking shoot metal out there and it just exists. It doesn't rust. It doesn't...
Yeah.
But, like, we would die. But why wouldn't you just float a camera out there? Just shoot that shit as far as you fucking can. Aren't they doing that?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but what I'm saying is in 10 years, we'll be able to shoot it 10 times farther and have a lens that can see 100 times farther and go 10 times faster. So by the time the one... by the time the one we send out today catches up to where the last one was 10 years ago, the one in 10 years will be past it already. So it's like a vicious cycle of they're never...
Do you think one
Never
day
beaten.
there'll be like a Google Maps for space? Like, you know how there's a Google car that
Yeah,
drives
they
around
have-
and it's like
Yeah, they have
360 viewing?
one. Yeah.
What is where can we go?
Elon's working on it.
Is that real?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah.
iSpace?
MySpace.
My
MySpace X.
That'd be fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
dude. That's fucking wild. All right, before we no, I want to stay
get
on
out of here.
this. No, I did want to talk about this. I saw this video, and it has to do with the whole like,
Seen it.
what is crazier to
What
you,
is
space
love?
or what
What
water?
is crazier?
Yeah, like to you because you're in water all the time, but like fathomically things you can't fathom. What is crazier to you? Like, what do you think is scarier? Like
Space for sure.
space? Brother, let me tell you a video I saw today. All right, I'm on, the interwebs, and this dude,
You figured it out, huh?
hey, it's actually another podcast, and I fucking hate that I can't give them credit because I don't remember their fucking name, but they are fucking hilarious. It's like these two long hair, bearded guys, and they have a girl. And all three of them talk about conspiracy theories, but it looks like they're kind of in like a cabin thing.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
What the fuck is that called?
I couldn't tell you
Fuck.
the name, but I've seen their stuff pop up before.
I don't know that their name has conspiracy in it, because I feel like that's too on the
They
nose.
talked about the Denver airport and shit. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
in
they've
one
talked
episode.
about a lot of.
Yeah.
It's fucking. They have good personalities, dude.
Mhm.
They're great.
Mhm.
Well, one of the ones they were talking about was it's the main guy, the dude that normally always does all the talking. He's like, recently, I guess, whatever you call people who dive in submarines, like researchers for that. I don't know the name. Went down so far that they got to a point where they saw what looked like a lake. They're already underneath water.
Yeah.
They tried to apparently breach that water because it was like a different thing and they couldn't see quite through it to see if they could get through. It would not let them in. Like, they could see it, and it was like holding it. They said it legitimately looked like you were on land and you could look at a lake. It was like that difference in like
In water.
texture and everything, and they were like comparing it to like SpongeBob and whatnot, like Squidward taking a
That's
bath.
where he lives, huh?
Huh?
That's where he lives?
Can you imagine if you?
That's the pineapple under the sea?
Yeah, like that's Bikini Bottom.
That's
like that would be
Bikini Bottom.
absolutely bananas. But just like that kind of shit, it makes you wonder. Like, it is not crazy to think Megalodon could exist.
Yeah.
Because what if they're just in lakes for whatever reason that things. Just go with me on this. Lakes where things.
There's a lot of just go with me's on this podcast. I know it's going to sound crazy, but just ride, okay?
Like, tectonic plates move and shift, and that's where like tsunamis and fucking earthquakes come.
Yeah.
What if they shifted and all the ones above it, all the megalodons above it, over time all died because they didn't have enough food or whatever? Maybe some got trapped underneath, so maybe inside that lake they're too big, they can't come out. They're stuck in there.
Yeah.
We start to fucking prying and poking, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah. I mean, I
Super
don't
Jaws
think
is
it's
out there.
I don't think it's unrealistic to think that there's one out just fucking around right now. You know what
but
I mean?
what is considered a megalodon, like size-wise? What are we looking at?
Bro, I'm thinking 60 plus feet.
That's it. What is a shark
60,
normally?
80. I mean, there's been big ones that are 20, 30 foot. But I think you've got to be in that, 60 plus to 100 foot range, I think, would be considered megalodon. But
So is that catchable?
say that one more again.
Like, one more then. Like a megalodon, I assume you gotta do more
Catchable?
than catch it.
Catchable?
Catchable?
Why is the L? Where
Why
the L come-
megalodon?
Catchable.
Catchable. Can you catch that megalodon?
Megalodon. No, I mean, yeah, you could. Definitely. You could.
What would you catch it with?
The biggest boat you got.
So it would have to be like you're catching it for it to live. You're not just.
Oh, you mean to kill it?
I mean, you would have to kill it, right? How would you
I don't think
put
so.
that on a boat?
But
A
here's the
60
thing.
foot?
Yeah, no.
What, you
but
got a
here's
yacht?
my thing. But here's my thing, though, is it's been hanging out for so long anyway, and it's not fucking anything up. Catch that motherfucker, take a picture, and release it.
Brother, that would never last. You absolutely got to assume that Spielberg or somebody would be like, you got him? Give me a call. I'll come get him. They're going to, like, turn him into a movie star.
Yeah.
The first live action Super Jaws.
It's Jaws. Yeah, no, I don't think that's unrealistic at all. I think there actually have been some studies and shit done that there's a huge group of people that follow sharks, right? So you catch and release sharks and you tag them. And they do this thing with great whites because they try to figure out their migration patterns of like how they get over here and all that kind of stuff, right? But there was some I saw a couple months ago about it was like 2 or 3 that had been traveling together for a long time, for like years, right? And you could see them go all over the place, you know. And they had stayed on the Atlantic side, in the Atlantic Ocean, right?
That's like California, right?
Huh?
That's like between California and China?
No, that's Florida and Africa.
Oh, my bad. That's Pacific.
Pacific is on that side. So they ran up and down the coast here or whatever, right? And then something scared the fuck out of them, and they split up. And one went all the way across the ocean over to Africa and chased it all the way out. Like, within, like, a week, it had traveled, like, 2,000 miles or something, 2,500 miles.
Why do they think that?
Why do they think what?
Something scared them.
Well, I mean...
They couldn't have had an argument?
I don't know if
Stop getting along?
I don't know if sharks do that.
Well...
They argue?
Do you think they get
scared? I don't know, but after being, you know, hanging out for so long together or whatever, and they all split up and one goes, 3,000 miles out of its way.
Yeah.
It seems a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, my mom did the same thing.
Yeah, but you and your mom had a relationship, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, you guys talked and stuff. I don't think it's that deep for sharks. I think it's just like, you kill some stuff and I'll kill some stuff and we'll hang out.
You think they're bonded over blood?
It's blood gang, dog.
They're like, we're going to get it back in blood,
dude,
dog.
that's blood brothers, for sure. But I definitely think there's some big shit down yonder.
Okay,
what do you don't know about?
So we have to assume. What are sharks? Okay, just follow me. Are they American or are they British?
I thought you were American.
Do they think it's a bit odd, isn't it?
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna go over there.
What?
Yeah.
Did you just ask if sharks are American?
Yeah, but like, why?
Why, yo?
What are they, just Atlantic? You know what I'm saying? Like, how come things in water aren't considered locationable kind of thing? You know what I'm saying? There's no, like, orient or state of origin. Like,
yeah,
you're from
here. I mean, yeah, but they are.
Well, are sharks? And I know this is gonna sound like a really dumb question coming from me, but you're on boats, brother.
Yeah.
Are sharks like mainly an American thing, or are they worldwide?
Are sharks in America? Are sharks in America?
Just your reaction.
How? You think they got apartments in England? Oh no, I feel like apartments are more American.
Are sharks really worldwide though?
Yeah, dude.
Like, there's no part of the world that sharks don't roam.
There might be a couple very odd places that the water's 10 degrees year round or something that they don't really.
Okay, see, that's not something I would have known. I didn't know if there's ice water sharks.
I mean, there are definitely some sharks. There are definitely some sharks there, but yeah,
there's polar bears.
Yeah, yeah,
they're polar sharks.
But there's different kinds of sharks, though. That's the thing. There's
what is a cold shark called? See, I think they only exist around us.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're literally on our beaches.
They don't. They're everywhere though. They are. I mean, they migrate around the tip of Africa all the time. Australia's got them all over the place over there. Like China eats them.
So sharks are kind of like snakes.
They're like animals.
Yeah.
They're all over. You know what I mean? They're like houses.
Like, dude, brother, they don't teach us a lot about the ocean.
Street smarts.
Yeah, we're in the fucking
Sea smarts,
taxi.
dog. This is sea smarts.
Oh, shit. Yeah, dude, the fucking...
So, wait. So, this all started from a question that was, are you more afraid of the sea or the space?
Yeah.
Or the space? And I said space, for sure.
Uh-huh.
And yours is not space? Or it is space? Because you seemed alarmed.
See, this is like, I know I originally asked the question, but I didn't have like a defined answer to like why it is scary or isn't scary. Like, what is scary about it? Like, what is the backing of the scare? Like, are we more in an immediate threat from our own ocean or space? Like, what if the universe was like, hey, Earth, and we were like, oh shit, the universe is talking to us. It was like, hey, just a heads up, either space or the ocean is about to kill all of you. But we're not going to tell you. What do you think it is?
Probably space.
Space?
Yeah.
Why do you think it would kill us?
I don't think
just
space
things coming
is a
at
unit.
us?
Yeah, but I think things in space would.
But do you think they would, like, do you think space would get us maliciously? Or like, you think it would just be like, hey, it is what it is? Yeah.
I don't know. No, I think it would be like things taking over.
Okay. So you...
Or just being like, what the fuck is that? And then it just shoots the Earth and the Earth explodes.
Mm.
You know what I mean? In my head, all of the things that like the Marvel movies and like Prometheus, like all these crazy space movies,
Documentaries.
all that shit's real in my head.
Oh, I mean, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I think there's all kinds of there's billions of light years away or whatever it is, but there are planets that have entire,
Yeah. Entire things we don't even understand.
Yeah.
I get it. My thing is, if I just would have thought that you would have said the ocean just because you've been in it more.
And I think that's why.
Because you have a better understanding of like, for example, your average person probably doesn't know how to fucking skin a fish or like descale a fish or like even handle a regular fucking fish.
Yeah.
You know? You do. You can probably eyeball a weight of something. Like, you probably see somebody show a picture of a shark and you're like, yo, I know what that is. Or
Yeah.
So I thought you would have had a more, like, heartier respect for...
Yeah, I mean, I think I do. I mean,
like, even you thinking there's Megalodon, that made me think you would have been like, yeah,
but I don't.
Ocean's scarier.
I don't think that's as scary as the space though. What
is the scariest thing you've seen happen in space?
In space?
Yeah, it ain't done nothing bad to you. The ocean. I bet you bled from the ocean.
Yeah, but I've also never been in space, and I've been on the ocean a lot.
Yeah, but you tried to go to the ocean.
Yeah.
And you did.
Yeah.
Have you even tried to go to space?
No.
What is the highest you've ever been? Atmospherically.
Elevation-wise.
Probably Montana.
I think so. I'm trying to think if Ecuador was any higher.
But you've never been in a plane to get out of a plane.
Plane. Yeah, plane would be the highest I've ever been. Now that I think about it, 30,000 foot or whatever the fuck it is.
And nothing really bad has ever happened, yeah?
Yeah, but that's not space, though.
We're getting
But here's
closer
my
to
thing.
space,
But
though.
my thing is the unknown of it, right? That's what's scary to me. Is like the sea. I understand. I know there's some shit down there that can fuck me up. Like there's giant squid down there. There's huge sharks. Like there's places we've never been. There's all these crazy fish and all this shit, right? All these organisms stuff. I know that those exist, right? And I know that some of those things are dangerous, right? It's the fact that I don't know what's out there. That's what's scary. It's like, who fucking knows?
Yeah, but don't you think we are the space to them? That'll get you. Brother, you are doing what you think space is going to do to you, to them.
No.
You are literally grabbing their offspring and sometimes giving it back.
Yeah.
Which...
But I don't...
Sometimes the aliens do.
I think you're
a fucking alien, bro.
I think you're thinking... Are you thinking of space as one entire entity that is just looking at the Earth and being like, they're doing good? Like an ant farm?
No, I'm looking at space as like it's infinite. We'll never, ever see the edge or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think there is an edge. I just think it's just like...
Yeah, it's never ending.
You know? So, my thing is... My thing is, we haven't done anything yet to space to piss it off enough to come to us to be like, brother, sit the fuck down. But we are literally murdering and murdering and murdering beneath us.
But it needs murdering. That sounds fucked up.
I'm not trying to jump on the like PETA or PETA or whatever that shit is. I'm not like, it's not for all right.
Definitely PETA.
I'm not on any of that. Like, I'm not we're doing the wrong thing in global warming. I'm saying we're giving them a reason to be pissed.
But the thing is, what's happened?
Yet. Wait for the Megalodon to get through that fucking hole.
Wait for them to come to that lake.
Yeah.
But I'm saying we've been doing it for thousands of years.
Yeah, we're fucking bullies.
I don't think so.
I bet you people have been like being up in space for thousands of years.
Yeah. Wait, what?
You know how we do catch and release?
Yeah.
They do that too. Okay? There's no way we invented that. We are mimicking what we've seen our fathers do.
Mm-hmm.
And our fathers are out there.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. But but where do you land?
What is scarier?
Yeah, space or sea?
I'm going to say sea because it's right here.
That's crazy.
The reason I think is because we know fucking nothing about the sea.
We know more about the sea than space. 100%.
But we know nothing about either. Okay?
We know more about the sea than space.
Yeah, but we don't even know anything about either. You see what I'm saying? Like,
no, I don't.
You can't survive in either. Without what we're on now, and that's land. You cannot be in the space without...
But you need more to survive in space than you do in...
Just act like you had to be like you be in space but in water. So if you were underneath water, you're dead instantly.
I do not accept your idea of sea is scarier than space.
That's fine. Not. You don't accept it?
Yeah, I don't accept
it. So you're Hitler, dude.
That's not...
You're not accepting my ideas?
Huh?
What do you mean you're not accepting my ideas?
No, you forcing your ideas on me.
I'm not forcing
is you being Hitler.
I'm having an opinion. I'm just letting you know what mine is.
Well, I'm telling you your opinion.
I'm not telling you you're wrong.
Your opinion is wrong.
Okay.
For sure.
Fine, dude.
You know what? We're going to put a poll up.
You think
we're going to put a poll up.
Hold on.
We're going to put a poll up. No, before you continue, we are going to put a poll up. What's scarier, space or sea? And we're going to figure out what's going on here.
Okay. Now, you think there's something like less or more scary in space than Megalodon?
1,000 times.
Megalodon just got to get out of the water.
What?
What? Like, or you just goes to it. You are always in the ocean, dude. And it's going to see you. You're done at that moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not. I haven't.
Yet. That motherfucker can keep an eye on you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. Too much about the fucking ocean thing, but I do think ocean's scarier, and my point's more valid. So, when you sat down, you sang a beat of a song. What was that song?
Oh yeah, Killing Me Softly. Right?
You weren't supposed to do the fucking title. You're supposed to do the.
Oh. Did you sing it?
Yeah. What was the part you sang?
Some my man with his fingers.
Yeah. And then I said, I.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
He gave me one letter.
Now I'll give you the second.
And he's
one.
like, how are you not getting it? You were pissed that I couldn't get it off of one letter.
I wasn't pissed.
You were pretty upset.
I said, I. And you're like, I don't
so
get it.
Before
and
he
I was
continues.
like, okay, I'll give you the next one, which is also the first two letters of first two words of the song title.
But before we go any further, how many songs have I in it?
Not a lot start with I.
They have I in them.
Yeah, but listen. The song title is literally the most known part of the song.
That's how all of them are.
Not exactly,
That's
dude.
how they all go. Yeah.
All right, look.
And I didn't even... Okay. And then you go...
I just...
Yeah.
You got nothing.
I told you, I just had sex. That was the first one.
I'm going to give you the prequel to I. And you're going to be like, fuck. It goes, oh.
Fuck you, dude. No, brother.
It goes, I just
can't fight this feeling anymore.
You're
Another
disappointing
one.
me.
Another one.
It's gonna piss you off really bad. I just died in your arms tonight.
Okay, great.
That's the whole fucking song title. I couldn't have gave you no more. I gave you too much. You got greedy. God damn.
That pissed me off.
It pissed me off that you didn't get that sooner. Like, we could not be in a karaoke thing or like whatever the fucking...
Yeah, I mean, just the amount of songs that have I just in them, you know.
Name another one other than I just had sex. That's two. Name one more. Yeah, there you go. I literally gave you... If I would have said I just died, it would have been over. Yeah. So I give you everything I possibly could have.
But then you said, you went, I, and I went, okay. And then you said the next word is this. It's over. You said when I say the next word, you're gonna know the song.
And then you said much credit.
Just.
I just.
Tonight. You know how many sentences and questions start with I just? I just left the store.
Hold on.
I just went home.
How many questions? Name a question that starts with I just.
I just don't know, question mark.
You can't cheat the system to just be like,
yeah, I can. No, yeah.
You suck.
Hey. Fuck you.
Yeah. Damn it, bro.
Yeah, that sucks.
That does suck. Fucking... What the hell just... Oh, dude, you've been all over the fucking place, brother.
Me?
Yeah.
Who?
You.
Me?
You were just at Rusty's event, and you were cooking?
Yeah. So I got to go help them with Soil to Service, which was fucking sweet. We did, it was kind of like a southern, an homage to southern cooking, basically. So that was cool. We had like a southern style meatloaf that he did, like a Wagyu beef meatloaf.
I need to have some shit like that, like a high quality meatloaf, because I've never had a meatloaf where I was like, I need to do that again. It's always just feels like ground beef sitting.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like, I'm not a chef.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, how do you have a meatloaf with no sauce?
No what?
No sauce. Like, how do you not... I'm not saying y'all did this. I'm just saying, like, anytime I've ever had meatloaf, I'm like, that needed something else that wasn't invited.
Yeah, see, I think that 99% of the time it's got sauce. I think it's acceptable. I think meatloaf needs a sauce.
Oh, yeah, 400% sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think you should be able to eat your meatloaf without sauce and not choke on it and die. Like, I don't think it should be dry enough that you need a sauce to digest it. Like, I don't think you should dip your meatloaf in water or lube before you eat it, right?
Yeah.
But, like, I think I don't eat meatloaf without sauce.
What
It's
is
gonna
the
have
sauce
to
that
have
goes
a
with
sauce.
meatloaf? Is it just like a
It's like
tomato?
a ketchup based, yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, truly, that's kind of the OG, but like Monday, he made a like a Wagyu demi, like a super, basically a thickened and concentrated beef stock is what demi glaze is, or demi glace, however you want to say it. So yeah, that was but that was great. Did a fucking Chef Matt with, fuck, I can't remember the name of their
Chef
thing.
Matt?
Yeah.
What is that?
His name? Matt?
Oh, I thought you were saying like,
Chef.
I don't know. I thought it was like an activity y'all did together. Chef Matt? Like, y'all made a mat of
It's
food?
a chef open mat. Everybody get in a gi. No,
Yeah.
but he did like a fried green tomato salad, which was really, really good. And like a blue cheese wedge salad with a really, really good blue cheese sauce and crumbles and these great tomatoes and all this kind of stuff. But a lot of it, the big thing for this or for those services is like the farm to table aspect of everything. So everything they get is from local butchers or farmers and shit like that. So it's kind of just like here's what we have to offer in, the area. So a lot of really, really cool microgreens and stuff like that you can't really get your hands on unless you know somebody that's growing them locally, which is really cool. A lot of really high-end meat that you can't get unless you are working directly with a butcher. So the next one, I already kind of talked to him, but I think I'm going to do a dish for the next service, so that'll be cool.
Sick.
Yeah. So that's exciting. But yeah, I got to do that Monday, which was cool. And it felt good because we actually got kind of rat fucked because our first service was like super small, and a bunch of the people from the first service went to the second service. And it's supposed to only be like 40 seats each service. And because we moved some people around or whatnot, it ended up being like 60 people in the second. So we basically had to, make do with the setup that we had and make extra plates and do all that extra shit. So it was good to get back into that situation of like, oh my God, everything's on fire. We need to fix, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being in the kitchen, not being in the kitchen for so long.
You miss it.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Getting back, like, doing stuff like that is exciting.
You just like guest spotting?
Yeah, dude. Like, if I get to go in and do like weekend shit where it's like, it's also, I think for me, and I think this is big in any kitchen, is the group of people that you're with. You know what I mean? Like, if you're with a good group of dudes, yeah. Like, and that's why I love Global so much, and that's why I will always go back and help out whenever I can, because I love those dudes to death. And a lot of those people have been there for a long time. And when I get to sit in, get fucked by a bunch of dudes that I love, and get to make jokes and like, oh, this shit sucks or whatever.
Pause.
When
I get to get fucked by a bunch of dudes I love.
Yeah. But there's something about, there's a camaraderie and a relationship built by that, oh my God, this sucks, but we're in it together type thing. You know what I mean? And I think that's really important. In a lot of kitchens, you don't get that. But I was blessed to be in a kitchen that does kind of build that camaraderie.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is cool to go back and do that every once in a while when I get the opportunity, for sure. But yeah, so I'm hoping to help out with some of that next time.
When is that?
It should be the first or second week of September.
Word. So each one is themed?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the upcoming theme is?
I do.
Is it allowed to be said?
I think so, because this comes out Monday, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Italian. The next one is Italian.
Sick.
Yeah.
So, like, when you guys do Italian, is it like just the quintessential Italian things like spaghetti, meatballs, pizza?
No. It'll be like very specific regions, possibly, or dishes that maybe aren't as
and I know that's
popular.
Like his specialty is Italian, isn't it?
He's
like
more
European?
French trained. Yeah,
French.
He's more French classical.
What is the difference between French and Italian? Like, I don't know why, but when I think of French foods, I think very similar to Italian foods. Like breads,
really.
pastas.
Yeah, French cuisine is not as much pasta as it is, like, it's very sauce forward. So it's a lot of like saucier type stuff. A lot of butter is like a big thing in French cuisine.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that stuff. In Italian food, there's a lot more like you said, pasta and stuff, and tomatoes and garlic and all that kind of stuff is a little more forward. But
What are you gonna make?
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
I've got it pretty nailed down, but I don't know if I want
All
to
right.
talk about it.
That's
I
cool.
would rather just like
Just tell them where to go.
yeah. Emerald Public, baby. Well,
It's gonna be there every time?
Yeah, in the next probably 2 weeks, he'll have an event set up on Facebook, and you can
RSVP.
RSVP or whatever.
What does that even stand for? Respond soon, very please.
Reserve spot very politely.
That was way better than mine.
Yeah. Well.
That was way faster than mine. I've thought of that for years.
Really?
That was the best I could come up with.
Damn.
Respond soon, very please.
Very please.
Like, why isn't it RVSP? Respond very soon.
Because I don't
please.
think that's what it stands for.
Well, duh, it's not in that order.
Right. So that's why it isn't that way.
Yeah, but it should be. Respond very soon, please.
Let's see what RSVP stands
Yeah.
for. RSVP.
Remember, didn't we have this debate at Jiu-Jitsu where we could not figure out what PS means? I know what PS means now.
PS?
Yeah. You remember what PS stands for?
Post sincerely?
No. It's postscript.
Okay, I got it. I don't know if I'll be able to say it, but
Okay.
I'll try. Responde s'il vous plaît. Respond if you please is what it loosely translates to. It's French.
RIYP? See, what are we doing?
Yeah. That's so American of us to be like, make it American.
Yeah.
While we're going, yeah.
Well, this is the thing. Like, if we're just getting you to do something, why are we like jocking another country style? It's like we couldn't have come up with RSVP, but like our version, like respond soon, please.
Yeah.
RSP.
Very true.
But we got to be like, what are they doing over there?
Let's gank
do
some
that.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was really cool. I got to do that, and yeah, been good shit. Didn't get to eat anything.
Oh, really? You didn't nothing?
I didn't eat anything. No.
I would have thought at least being there, having like being able to sample the food, because I thought that's what you have to do to be able to put it out. No. Or you just like go by what he says how to cook it.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, this is what we're doing. Just do this.
I mean, really, it was like I prepped for a couple hours with them and helped out with some of the stuff that they had already been working on, you know what I mean? So it was just kind of like, okay, do this, do a bunch of this. And I was like, okay, cool, I can do that. But like the plating side of everything, that's kind of where, like, that's where I love. That's my like fucking presentation and plating and all, and like colors and the way the plate's set up and how pretty and cleaning everything, making sure everything looks, you know, that's where my heart is in food. And so, like, that was kind of the big... I got to go back for service and plate everything with them and, like, you know... So that to me, was the, you know, the fun part, I guess. But yeah, I didn't taste any of it. I was just like, okay, make it look pretty.
Is that just because of the diet, or you just didn't want to?
Just the diet, yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
It was that bad of food? It sounded pretty clean, no?
I mean...
I heard a lot of salads.
it was fried green tomatoes.
Okay,
So
but blue cheese salad?
Yeah, cheese. Not very...
I mean, I don't know.
Pretty high
I wasn't there,
Yeah, pretty
and I'm
high
just taking your
calorie.
word for it. I just assumed that
But,
could have
yeah.
figured it out.
I just didn't want to add any more calories than I, had already accounted for. But yeah, so that was cool. Got to do some of that, and then where else have I been?
Well, I...
Yeah. I don't care.
Didn't you just have like a little birthday?
Yeah. We
So
got.
you want to announce a new thing in your life?
Oh yeah, so I got a lady.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, yeah, we've been hanging out for a little bit now. Yeah, she's great, dude. She's the shit.
And she just had a birthday.
Yeah, she just had
How
a
old
birthday.
is she now?
She is. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
We're not allowed to.
You can't ask ladies
But
that. She's
didn't
older than me.
Do they announce it when they say the birthday thing?
Yeah, I think until you get to a certain point. But I think once you hit a certain year, then it's like, okay, don't ask and don't tell.
But
She's
does
older
it
than
make
me.
it fair game if they post it online? Like, this is my
Yes,
happy
yes.
whatever.
Yeah, but she didn't.
But she's of age.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's older
well,
than I am.
All right.
She's older than me. But yeah, so
What'd
we
y'all
had
end
a
up- yeah.
we had a shindig. She was actually wanting Italian food, so we went down to Angelina's for dinner.
Still have never. I don't even know where that is.
You know where Garden Street Vintage is?
Yes.
It's the next block south
So it's in a brand new
on the
building?
corner. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, that just sounds like an old rustic type place. Like it's been here a while.
No, I mean it's been a couple years, but it's like 5 years, 6 years, something like that. But yeah, so we went down there. I surprised her by inviting all of her like homies. So I like texted one of her best friends and was like, "Hey," I was like, "I'm trying to keep a deal because I wanted to be a surprise, but I got like 5 of her friends to come and meet us down there." So we did dinner down there and did the whole cake thing and blow out the candles and all that shit. So that was cool. And yeah, so we got to do that for her, which was great.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time, and the
Fucking
food was
awesome.
great. So yeah, but she's the shit, man.
I'm happy for you guys because I've never seen you be around somebody as good or as cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that's no slight to the good people in your past.
Yeah.
That just means like right now in your life, like I've never seen you be around somebody that I feel like is good for you.
Yeah.
Been around some shitty people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all do.
Yeah.
But like, I'll just say she's right on time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
There's some things that happen in your life that you just don't even know that you needed or you didn't know like could be as good or whatever. But like from an outside point of view, shit looks great.
Yeah.
Like together, it looks awesome. Like the happiness on both of y'all, like the vibes are always high. It's like, brother, I'm trying to be on that.
Yeah. I mean, I think like for me, a big thing is like support and like drive and like pushing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that she's like really big into that. Like she supports everything that I do and she pushes me to be better at the things I do, like especially career-wise, which I think is awesome. Like, excited about what I'm doing with the real estate stuff, like a transitional period between commercial and residential. Like she's fired up for me because I'm changing things and
So you're going from selling homes to commercial property or vice versa?
that's kind of the next step is to transition into commercial.
But she's
obviously
supportive.
Oh yeah, dude, she's fired up for me and wants me to be the best at it, and like that's driving me to be the best, doing my best at it and stuff like that. And like it sounds dumb, but she's like the first girl that has like been excited to go play golf with me, and not even play, but like sits in the golf cart, reads a book, and like hangs out. You know what I mean? But she's like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go do it. Like she's fired up about it, which is cool. Like I said, it sounds totally
True
dumb.
support.
So it sounds totally dumb, but like that is like a big deal.
I think that's a sign of like not trying to be like first to the party whenever I say this, but that's a form of love. Mm-hmm. That's like a form of like, yo, I genuinely, purely enjoy your company.
Yeah.
Like, you don't do things that, not saying she doesn't want to be there, but like you wouldn't do that if you did not enjoy one part of the experience the most.
Yeah. No, I know.
And you being there makes that like the bee's knees. Like I would go do that.
Yeah.
Like I would never just go do that with anyone else. It was just like I would walk the 9 with you.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, this is fucking dope just because I get to spend time with the boy. Like,
yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you guys. I wanted to tell you this, that her face reminded me of somebody, and it did not hit me till today who that was. Mm-hmm. And I was watching a YouTube video and I was like, who does this person look like? And I was like, this looks like her.
Yeah.
You know Sarah Safari from Bradley Martin's videos? She's like the
Mm-mm.
I don't know if she's like Israeli or something like that. She's got like light color skin and dark hair.
She's in
and
the
she's
gym a
funny
lot.
as fuck.
She's
Yeah.
in the gym.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
They got similar features, and I was
Yeah.
like, they're both happy. They're both always like kind of jokey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fucking it right there.
Yeah.
But I saw that and I was like, that's who it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, dope vibes all the time.
Yeah, bro. I'm very happy right now. I haven't been this happy in a long time. So.
Yeah, don't fuck this up for us.
Brother, I'm doing everything I can not to, dog. Believe me.
I wanted to ask you this because this is something I could not figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is like something I've never even thought to ask. We just always just fall into the like, oh, that it. Like when you're a kid, you just don't know anything. You only know what is told to you that is.
Yeah.
You don't question it because whoever's telling you, typically, you're like, they've been around.
Back when we were young, yes, that's how it worked.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I'm going to Google this shit.
Yeah, I'm going to figure this out.
Yeah.
Who sets the feels?
What?
Who sets the feels? Like the feels, like we have mathematical equations to figure out the temperature outside. Okay? So say it's 96 degrees.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
but it feels
like
108.
Yeah.
Who decides that?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a...
Ask me. It feels 1,000,000.
Yeah.
Who gets elected to that job?
I don't know.
Are they emailing him in the morning like, yo, it says 97, but what's it really feel like?
I don't know, dude. I don't know if that's if there's a thing,
No.
like a box that tells you what it feels like, or if it's like how long does it take for the water to evaporate, or something like that.
I see what you did there. I was like, oh yeah, an experiment.
Yeah. I don't know.
That is an interesting take on it. I just thought it was like somebody was like, I've felt 97 before, but this feels way hotter.
Yeah. Well, my thing too is like in some places it can be 90 degrees, but it feels like 75. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like also
you get a little wind. You get a little wind off of the bay or off of the Gulf. You know what I mean? And it's 90-something. Clouds cover up or whatever. Get a little bit of that cool wind in there.
Brother, when I used to work at the airport and a storm would be coming in, because it's wide open fields, because obviously planes have to land.
Yeah, I know how an airport works.
But it would be like 80 degrees, cloud coverage, and then like rain would be about to come in, and that breeze that comes. Dude, it would drop to like 60 degrees in minutes, and you're like, what the fuck is happening?
You can feel it, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It feels, you feel it.
Yeah.
But it's like a wall. That's the thing that always blew my mind, is like you would see the front coming in, right? And it's just a wall of cool that hits you, and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
And maybe you can relate to this because you're in the ocean all the time. Isn't it weird when water does that too?
Oh, yeah.
You'll just get a fucking wall of hot water, a wall of cold-ass water. You're like, what the fuck was that?
I can tell you, the hot water's definitely pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, also I figured out, like, because I'm outside with what I do a lot.
That's on outside.
Yeah. But if you're near water, sometimes you'll just get whiffs of fucking hotter feeling air. Mm-hmm. Just because it's so hot outside. At least this is how it breaks down in my mind. It's melting the water into the air, and it's just hot.
Yeah, it's just hot ass water.
Yeah, dude.
Hot water.
But I didn't. I was like, maybe he'll know this, and I know like he's like younger than me, but
I don't know how the feels like.
That I just don't get.
I don't know how the feels like stuff works, but that would be a good question. I still don't like. I think we've had this conversation before about meteorologists.
Probably a different person.
But it
doesn't sound like me.
A meteor who?
Yeah.
What is a meteor doing? No, I
just thought of like a heavierologist. Like a meteor. Like that.
It's just a meteor with a suit on.
Yeah.
No, my thing about meteorologists that makes me angry. is that it's the only job, I think, period, that you can be wrong 90% of the time and be considered a good meteorologist.
It's almost like a baseball player. Because can't you miss like 90% of the shots, but if you're making 10, you're like the best of all time?
I don't think so. I think like a common batting average is like 30%.
Oh. I don't know.
But you see what I mean? It's like they can be
Yeah.
completely off. You can be like, it's gonna be sunny and 75.
Dude, can you even
and then
imagine...
it can be fucking shitty and rainy and 80-something degrees for 3 days.
We're also coming off of the greatest state of all time when it comes to the most unpredictable weather.
The weather.
We
fucking
are
is wild.
goated. Like we're in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Oh.
We set
Back
the
to back
fucking
to back
tone,
titles, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
the champ.
Dude, I love that you said that back to back titles. I was just watching this thing, and I don't know who the fuck this lady is, but she's popping up everywhere. She was on YouTube, and she was in this clip where she was like, "What is the big sculpture in? I assume it's in Italy or something like that, or maybe even London, where it's like, I think it's David or something, where it's like the whole body, the dick is small. It's like a historic thing.
Yeah. I don't.
And she's like breaking it down, but like you can tell there's like
this is the
of
comedy one.
yeah.
Yeah.
But she's super professional.
Yeah.
And she goes, and he has no asshole. And she goes into that, like, what were they hiding? Like,
yeah.
now she did another one. Did you see her sit down with?
She was interviewing a dude.
Yes.
Even he's like a dude in a suit, and he's like a professor or something.
Yes.
Right.
I have lost where I was going with this. What the fuck were we just talking about?
Talking about meteorologist and back to back champ.
Oh yeah. So she was talking to this dude about
The
World
War.
Wars. She goes, the first World War was called World War One. Doesn't that kind of set a precedent? Like we're gonna have more of these.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think they just called it that because it was the first one. And she goes, so they knew there was gonna be more. That was, I know she's being funny, but
yeah.
Such a good fucking point.
Oh, well, it wasn't actually called World War One.
But it was called World War?
No, it was called the Great War.
Okay, but
Is
still.
what it was called.
And she was like, so it was great?
Yeah.
She brought that
Yeah.
up too. But I was
Yeah.
like, good point. So when the second one happened, they were like,
Give them numbers.
Yeah, I guess so. We're going to
Yeah.
fucking post-date these.
Yeah.
Like, what year do you think World War II came out? Like, obviously, not when it started. Like, when do you think they started calling it World War II?
I think pretty quickly into the development of the war.
Or do you think, like, names to wars was,
think
like, a
maybe
more
when
recent thing?
I think maybe when the U.S. entered the war.
They were like,
they
hey,
called
we're not
it
just
World War
entering
II.
some bullshit.
Yeah.
If we're getting in this fight, it's a world war.
Yeah. I think because at that point everybody was involved, you know.
Yeah.
So I think once that kind of happened, it was.
Yeah, I don't know. The fucking that whole bit. I don't know who that lady is.
Great. She's got a lot though. She's done quite a few of those. Like
next time you see
interview
her,
peoples.
send me her shit.
Yeah.
So I can like get on her because I like every time I see it, it's like kind of in a passing thing, and I'm like, oh, that was funny, and I never like think about clicking on it. You know what it reminds me of is like how the old Daily Show used to be. Like the Daily Show still does it. There's like this white guy, side reporter guy that does it, and he's really good. Like he was just interviewing a bunch of female political rally people that were like anti something. I can't remember what it was, but he was like interviewing them to get their side on like if a woman could be a president.
Mm-hmm.
And like the women themselves were saying no because women have periods and shit. This is coming from the women's mouth.
Yeah.
When I find it, I'll send it to you. But
yeah.
she's like, no, I don't think a woman could ever be a president because I think she would get too emotional and then start a war. Then he gives it just a second to breathe, and then he goes, haven't all the world wars or wars in general been started by men? And she goes, and then they cut to another clip. Like, she just stale face, just like,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking in the history of all the wars in ever, absolutely there's been some started by women, right? Like
I don't think.
Cleopatra,
Oh, maybe.
emperors,
But I don't know
empresses,
who.
or whatever.
Back in those days, I don't know who would is considered the.
You're telling me the queen never started a war?
I don't know.
I don't know,
mean,
but I have to assume people are people, dude. You can piss off anyone.
but I think there's two ways to look at it: starting and joining.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. You think women join wars more than
Yeah.
men would just join a war?
No. Okay.
Tread lightly.
Let's be real. Let's be honest, though. Right? Because the amount of women in power versus men in power,
Okay.
there's a much higher percentage of men in power.
Yes, but back in the day,
But even back in the day, I don't think there was many.
what was Medusa?
That's not real.
Medusa's not real?
You know, her hair was snakes.
I
She
know
turned
that.
people into
And you're telling me
stone.
she couldn't have started a war? She could melt people, brother. She goes freeze.
I don't mean to burst your bubble.
Yeah.
She wasn't real.
She's
You know
not
what I mean?
real anymore.
But what I'm saying too is like Cleopatra. I don't know if she was considered the highest in power or if there was somebody else above her. You know what I mean?
Do you think Cleopatra was in the Illuminati? Or is that like a newer
I
thing?
think it's kind of new.
Okay.
I think that's
How
newer.
new is the Illuminati? Like, what
I'd
is
say
the
last-
established date on that?
I'd say, yeah. Give me like an approximate.
Yeah, they're like, since...
Yeah. Illuminati established 1923.
Yeah.
No, I would give it probably last time of year.
they run commercials. They're like,
Join. It's just
100-year anniversary.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a coin.
Yeah, 15% off coupon
That's
for the
fucking
next
tight.
like t-shirt.
Yeah, it's like those. You remember those coins that used to come up on the like
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the where it's like, here's your 24 karat 0.995 gold, you know, World Trade Center coin or whatever the fuck it was. Like, yeah, you get an Illuminati coin. That'd be kind of tight. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about when that whole thing started.
I don't know either.
Did you ever watch that? The fucking. What's Austin Powers?
The movies?
No, the actor. Mike Myers.
Myers?
Michael
Yeah.
Myers. Did you ever watch his show?
His show.
Yeah. About the the fake Illuminati.
Oh,
what is it called?
fuck.
It's with a V. It's
I know what you're talking about.
Pentaveret.
Pentaveret.
Yeah.
No, I did not watch that. But
Oh, dude.
you know, it's like so many things come out so fast, and then it just gets lost in the shuffle. That was one
Yeah.
of those things because I was like, I want to watch that.
It's funny, dude.
Yeah?
It's really good. Yeah. You should watch that.
I hear
it's a
he
good one.
like does a few callbacks to old characters.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that type of shit.
Yeah. And the amount of characters he plays, period, is crazy.
Yeah.
Just because he's so fucking.
I wonder who was the first person to do that, because I remember the first person I ever saw do that. It was either Eddie Murphy or it was Martin Lawrence, because Martin Lawrence did Big Mama's House, and he was like him, Big Mama, but he like we were in on him playing both because he disguised himself.
Yeah.
But Mrs. Doubtfire did the same thing.
That's what my probably would have been the first was Miss
But
Doubtfire.
like, what was the first person who did it where you didn't know? It had to be Nutty Professor, because Eddie Murphy played like 7 people on that movie.
Maybe.
But it wasn't like he was changing into them. He was them.
Right.
You know who okay, I'll take this back. Who the first person I ever remember doing it was fucking the dude from Family Matters. Did I do that? Urkel.
Oh, yeah.
Because whenever he took like a serum or whatever, he became a cool guy.
Right. But that was just one episode. Or was that?
I think he did it more than one episode.
Okay.
But like that was the first time where you're like, oh, he's playing both characters. He is the cool guy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot was just said, and
Now the wheels are off.
yeah, the wheels are off. Did you see that Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis just got announced?
Is it Logan?
Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis.
That's the WWE guy, right?
Yes.
That's the WWE
That's the co-main event to KSI versus Tommy Fury. Which I don't care, because I don't care about the main event. I want to see that Logan Paul Dylan Dennis fight, because I want to see Dylan get his shit stomped.
You think he's going to fight it? Do you think he's actually going to do it?
This, apparently, I don't know if the contract has officially already been signed, but Logan Paul, what up?
I feel like it has to be.
Right? Well,
if announce
if
it.
that's true, Logan Paul said on his own podcast that they put a clause in there that if Dylan doesn't show up, he is legally required to pay $100,000 if he pulls from the fight. Does not matter how or why he pulls.
I don't think he's got $100,000.
Logan also said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought that up. But that fight is super spicy. Like, I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, and if it does happen, I hope Dylan gets his shit rocked.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so wild how quickly the entire fight community has turned on him.
But the thing is, you have options for redemption, and you just have not taken them. You just want to play a villain that you happen to be very close friends with. Well, it'd be like if I just tried to be the knockoff version of Hylton all the time.
Yeah.
And people would be like, dude, we could like you, but you won't stop being him.
Yeah.
Be your fucking self. You are not him.
Or there's room for more than one of those type of people in the fight scene, right? Yes. Because Conor is exiting out of the fight scene.
Okay, but you also have to be successful.
Right. But what I'm saying is he's had the opportunity to be that guy and prove that he is that guy, that he's this badass or whatever. But every single time he's given the opportunity, he fucking doesn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's my thing, is that, like, if you're going to... I don't care if there are a bunch of dudes that all think they're the baddest motherfucker and that they talk the shit and, you know, they walk the wall. All that whole thing, right? They do that Conor McGregor thing. That's great. Cool. But if you never get in the ring and fucking prove anything or fight or anything like that, bro, fuck that. That makes me angry.
So your stance on him, then, where is it at?
Don't like him.
Yeah, but what I was trying to get at is, like, we could like him. He's not an unlikable person, because before he started doing all this, originally, I will tell you where it started. He started talking shit to Gordon a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Like, this was like introduction to himself to Conor. This was like, Gordon was winning and everything, but he was not quite the cocky guy. Yeah. The big person on their team was Gary. Gary Tonin and Eddie Cummins was like the big two-headed monster on that team. And then Gordon kind of came up, right? But, like, I liked Dylan at that time.
Is this when Dylan pulled up to, or was that later?
Well, I don't think that ever happened.
Right.
But it was in the Blue Basement days, like in the New York days.
Got you.
But, like, I liked him back then just because of he was coming out of Unity, which was like a New York gym. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like the new wave B team situation. It was like Danaher Death Squad, Henzo's Blue Basement versus Unity, because Unity was like the next best thing. It was like the Meow Brothers, whole mess of people. He was one of them, and he kind of felt like a jiu-jitsu, like Nate Diaz, kind of. It was a feel.
Yeah.
But then he got kicked out of that, or he was originally at Marcelo's, and then he started, like, cross-training with Unity, but Marcelo Garcia, like, kicked him out. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I feel like he could have a redemption, but, like,
I don't think
brother,
I could ever
you had,
like
like,
him, though.
3 Bellator fights in what now?
Yeah, but I don't think I could ever like him.
I don't think he has that great of a future if he goes along this path, because I don't know if you ever saw that fucking Ariel.
Oh, brother
roast. He basically just Thanksgiving turkeyed his ass for an hour. I mean,
it was
half.
fucking. God, it was tough to watch.
I mean, it was like you were seeing like Tony Hinchcliffe just roast.
I don't
somebody.
like the guy, and I was even like, get out of there.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Brother, dive.
Leave. Yeah. What are you doing?
Say your mom called. You gotta go.
Like,
my Uber's here, dude.
I mean, fuck, that one hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, but even, like I said, I think even if he did make a comeback, if he did redeem himself, quote unquote, which I don't know what that path looks like, but I don't think I would ever be like a Dylan Dan. Like I'd be like, ooh, I'm a Dylan Dennis fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think maybe I would root for him in some situations, but it would be tough. It'd be very tough.
I think I could see it if he just shut the fuck up and like got his shit in order, started doing jujitsu. Like,
See, that's
again.
where I think he could go. As I think if there's a way back, it is doing some of the like Fight Pass stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it's in MMA because as soon as you get fucking really hurt or you really take a loss, because he hasn't lost, but he's only won because he's fucking crazy good at jiu-jitsu in comparison to the people he's going and competing against. But he's like 50-50 as a black belt. But like, as soon as you lose in Bellator, people are never going to let that go. And you got your girl took by like, I can't even remember who, but like, he's just got a history of bad luck shit going on, you know?
Yeah. How do you feel about this Nicholas Miragali and Kenan Duarte?
Did you watch the press conference? I sent you the link to it.
No, I sat there and I like put it on, and then it got like 3 minutes and it was still the cover thing, and I was like, I like skipped into it and I was like, I don't want to watch this right now.
I hate when they do that. Like, Brendan Schaub does that shit with the Fight Pass or the fucking Fight Companion. It will be pre-record. It'll be going live, right? But then when you go to watch it back, the pre-recorded one,
it'll have that whole fucking 10
minutes.
minutes.
It'll be 30 fucking minutes of it. And I'm like, goddamn, you're literally raping YouTube for 30 minutes. What are you doing, dude? Cut this shit out. Off. You can edit this.
Yeah.
You can still edit it when it's up.
Yeah.
Shit, it bothered me. But dude, there's so many fucking good matches on that. But who do I have in that? I don't know, because Kanan can get heel hooked pretty easily, but like Miragali is not really about legs. So I think it's just who's going to break first when it comes to wrestling. Because I think Miragali really, they're 50-50 when it comes to matches. And they're all gi.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. In this match, I'm not the biggest Miragali fan.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, I feel like I liked him in gi because he was like the Gordon of the gi. Because, not that he was that good. I mean, he was great. He could do some amazing things, but he was the bad boy in gi. Like, he would be like, man, fuck you. Like, he'd flip people off and like, they DQ him and shit. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's cool.
Yeah, that's wild.
But now he's just in Gordon's like sphere
crew,
and he's just doing what he does. And the same thing, it's another Dylan. I don't like that. Like, don't be the same person twice.
I think it's the same. It's kind of the same path as Dylan, but Nicholas is still obviously showing that his jiu-jitsu is a fucking, I mean, he's a killer.
What, he got silver, didn't he, in the absolute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, huh? Or no.
Or he
got third.
Third.
He got third, because I don't think him and Kanan fought.
He fought. I mean, Yuri beat... Yuri beat Miragali in the final. He did get silver in the absolute. In the absolute, not the weight class. Because the weight class... Brother,
That was in September, dog. That was a long time ago. It's almost been a year, brother.
Dude, you know what's crazy is trials are about to start.
Oh, I know.
I was watching the B team training footage for who's number one this week.
That's crazy.
And they were talking about some of the matches, and then they were like, and trials start in the next few weeks. And I'm like, oh, we need to start getting tickets and shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is so wild. Like, we're so close, and I just hope that we can get a thing where all the boys are together. I really hope that everybody comes on the same page. It's like, if somebody has to put up the money first and then they all pay that one person back, but just so we're all together, that'd be fucking dope.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be cool also, to be real, is to stay in MGM. Because I'm pretty sure Mo said something about...
Yeah.
Because T-Mobile
That's what I mean. I don't mean like it doesn't
Oh.
matter if it's in a house
Yeah,
or if
yeah,
it's
yeah.
in a.
Okay.
It'd be sick to just be that close. Yes, I love that. Like the
Yeah.
package idea.
Yeah.
Love that.
Love
Also,
that.
I know
Love
this is
that.
off topic, but it's like Vegas related. Did you know that Sphere?
Yeah.
That's MGM. Did you know that?
They own it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was like another fucking company doing a fucking theater or whatever it's
Yeah.
considered. But at Dana White's Contender Series thing, they like when he does we did the contracts, he does like a post press conference about it. They asked him like, what are your thoughts on like the Sphere? Like, because I guess it's getting relatively close to being
Finished.
Yeah, I don't know how
Yeah.
far along it is or whatever, but he's like, they were like, what are your thoughts on doing a show there? And he's like, well, we're tied up in a contract with MGM here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's like owned by MGM, but it's a different.
It's a separate entity, probably.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
But they should be able to
Yeah.
do that. Have you seen all the memes of people putting different shit on the Sphere? I love
Yeah.
that. I think that's so great.
Open the door.
Open the door.
That shit is fucking hilarious. But imagine going to ADCC like 2028
Yeah, in
at
there.
the Sphere, bro.
Yeah. I really hope that they continue to do it in Vegas.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's the perfect spot for it.
Yeah.
Like
The mountains? You're right there in the middle of the
Dude.
fucking mountains, bro.
It's.
And
I'll be
honestly,
honest.
we went there last year in September.
Mm-hmm.
I think this coming year it might be like late August. But it was not hot at all, was it? I can't
It was
remember.
pretty warm. I mean, it was warm. Like we sweat a little bit, but it wasn't like
Not
it wasn't
like-
like this.
Wasn't like feels
It
like.
wasn't feels like 108.
Yeah.
But but I think it's great because it's already a destination spot. Vegas is.
Oh, yeah.
There's places that everybody can stay. Doesn't matter how big it gets. There will always be enough space for those people. It gives people an excuse to go gamble at casinos. You know what I mean? And the gyms surrounding that area
Yeah.
too. I think it's a win all around. I understand if maybe like for some of it they might want to bring it back to Abu Dhabi for like some of the big, like whatever big anniversary type thing, but yeah. No, I think and then there's 3. Nikki Ryan has a fight on that card, right?
Oh, you're talking about who's number one?
Yeah.
Tomorrow? It's Nikki Ryan, Ethan. Because Nikki Ryan is taking on Renee Sosa.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ethan Krellenstein is taking on Dante Leon.
Oh.
And then they got I guess what you call a junior member, which I don't. Fucking, they all do the same jiu-jitsu. But his name's JB, but he's like a main staple on the B team. He's going against somebody like the very first prelim fight, which I'm very excited to see because he's like always in the fucking videos, and I always love his game. He's always going against like J-Rod or Nicky Ryan.
And isn't Felipe and
Heisam Rita.
Heisam, that's who it is. Okay.
Yeah, which is a weird match, but I guess because like Heisam just lost on the Invitational, didn't he? He won his... No, he lost to the first guy in the tournament, which Nicky Rod went on to win.
Mm-hmm.
And then Felipe lost at that same thing to Craig.
Yeah.
So they're both coming off losses, but it's like weird that Felipe took on like an oncomer. Because like...
Craig beat him in OT, right? Felipe in OT?
I think so. I didn't get to actually see the match.
I think he did. I think he beat him in ride time. Yeah, but that is kind of an odd matchup. I think it's gonna be a high energy match.
Yeah,
for sure. If Felipe brings it,
brother, you need to go back and watch a press conference. Like I watched it today, but I like skipped through because there's like lulls in between because they're just resetting up the thing. Fiona Davis, which is the girl who won ADCC.
Yeah.
She's taking on Wagner's daughter. I can't remember her name. Jasmine, I think. Jasmine Wagner? That's...
Wagner
No.
Roja?
Jasmine Rocha, yeah, or
Mhm.
Roja or whatever. Brother, it got dumb on there. Like she was like, Wagner's daughter Jasmine was like, I don't think she's focused. I think because she got a new boyfriend and she's moving, she just started calling her out. And by the end of
Damn.
it, Davies was like, "You better bring it, bitch." Like she called her a bitch on it, and I was like,
Damn.
but it was like she was kind of being a bitch.
Yeah,
Like it was
yeah.
like,
I mean,
all right, what are we doing here, dude?
yeah.
Yeah, it was like fucking.
That'll be a good match too.
I think that's
She's a
like
killer.
after you watch it, you're gonna be like, damn, it got hot on that thing.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's what they need is more clips from press conferences that are
Yeah,
like,
I
whoa.
just don't like when you. Maybe it's just me, but I just did not like the temperature she was coming at her with because it's like this girl's a veteran. She has proven herself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can be confident in everything, but you're basically saying like she's fallen off when all these things have happened, and she's only won world championships since all these things have happened.
Yeah.
So how has she fallen off? Brother, you just got tapped in the Denver Open ADCC by the girl that's opening the fucking main card.
Yeah.
Which is a 16-year-old girl who fights for B Team or for New Wave. And I can't remember her name, but she's like the girl with the.
Yeah.
She's crazy, Ivana.
It's
or something.
insane. Yeah. What is her name? Damn, check out the fucking sign.
Oh, I know, fucking sitting on a wheel. You know, Jesus, take that wheel, put our sign on it.
Shit's hard.
That's
to
why,
make,
dude.
it's
Oh,
good.
also before we get out of here, I want to just mention that if all things go according to plan, by the time this comes out this weekend, we'll have Brooke Nasty. His first name is Michael, by the way. But he'll be coming on our podcast, and we'll be on Two Dimes and a Token as well.
Yeah.
So that'll be dope as fuck. But he's like driving up or flying. I don't know. But he'll be here that Saturday, and we'll record both our episodes, and then we're gonna watch O'Malley maybe win a title or just get fucking stomped out by Aljo.
Helena Craver.
Helena. I said Ivana, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded similar tone, you know?
There was a fucking comment.
But she beat her in the final. She tapped her. In the final.
Oh yeah. Yeah, in Denver, right?
I'm pretty sure it was in Denver.
Yeah, she did. So I watched this the like ADCC official, they post the open parts or whatever. I watched the first part of the Denver Open because it was like Thug Rose was the
Yeah, I watched that
so
too.
I watched some of that, but the top comment is keep Pat Barry away from Helena Craver. And I was
God
like, oh
damn,
no, dude.
Dude, I've seen some very funny videos on YouTube where people are like, hey man, do the math on the Pat Barry thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't add up.
Math ain't mathin', dog.
That ain't mathing
It's
right,
fucking
dude.
weird, man.
Oh shit, dude.
But
is there anything you want to announce that's coming up for you, or you're cooking? Like, I know you're doing shit with people.
No, man. Actually, I do have something I want. Yeah, so we've got I don't have the exact date on the Soil Service dinner, but as soon as we get that, we'll post for sure. We do have a golf tournament coming up. So September 16th and 17th, we have the Riddler Cup.
You said October 16th and
September.
September.
Did I say October?
I don't know.
It is September 16th and 17th. It is the Riddler Cup. It is kind of a group effort. Me and Rusty and a lot of his team have been working on it. A bunch of our buddies kind of have all been kind of, working together on it. But it is basically a Ryder Cup setup. So it's a 2-day tournament, Saturday and Sunday. We're going to have 4 teams of 16 people. So it'll be a 64-man event. It's first come, first serve. So if you're interested, you can sign up at Marcus Point at the golf course or online. It's like marcuspoint.com or marcuspoint.org. I can't remember exactly, but we are getting the flyers and all that kind of stuff made for that right now, and we'll be posting about that and where you can sign up for sponsorships. We're going to have hole sponsorships that are open, so if you're looking for like a tee sponsorship to sponsor a hole, we can definitely do that. We'll have those available. We've got some kind of different tiers of sponsorships. If you're interested, definitely reach out to the page or whatnot. But this is going to be a fundraiser golf tournament for the Campfire Fund. So a percentage of the proceeds that we make from this golf tournament are going to go directly to them to help with purchasing stuff for the community the Campfire Fund needs. So that's kind of a big deal. We're super stoked about that. If you're interested, definitely either hit me, Rusty, at Chef Shooter McGavin, me at Hylton, or Some People Suck podcast page to get some more information or to sign up. But yeah, that's September 16th and 17th. So if you're interested in playing a golf tournament, so it's going to be also, just to want to preface, it's more of a kind of a single man sign up. It's not really like a team thing because basically we're going to take all the individuals and draft them into the teams. So you might not be playing with the person you sign up for. That's why we say it's better just to sign up as a single, just because we're trying to split them up as evenly as possible, because at the end of the day, it is a competition. So yeah, but if you guys are interested in that, definitely hit me up or Rusty or the people over at Marcus Point, and they'll be able to hook you up. So yeah, those are kind of a couple things I got coming up.
That's super exciting.
Yeah, it's good shit.
That's cool to see something just like organically happen.
Yeah.
Especially it being like, I know it's a passion for both of you guys, but like maybe not everybody knows that. And then it's like something that's like sprouted.
Yeah. It's going to be sick, dope. Man. Campfire Fun's going to be there.
And the fucking merch that's...
Oh, brother, I know. Brother. Yeah, and also with
I
all
don't even
that...
fucking golf.
With signing up, we're going to have all kinds of shit to give you. So you're going to get all kinds of merch. Campfire Fun's going to be there both days. Bands playing both days. Food will be provided. It'll be a nice little shindig. We're going to get out of there early Saturday so we can watch football and all that kind of good stuff, because it'll be college football time. So,
oh, brother. You know what that just felt like when you said, because college football? You know the first nice, cool breeze you feel when the fucking winter is about to happen? Yeah. You're like,
oh, shit. Yeah.
You just gave me that feeling.
Yeah. That's what I do, baby.
Brother, what are we doing football season?
Bro, we're going to fucking the Alabama LSU game, dog.
At Alabama? Brother.
In Tuscaloosa.
The vibes are going to be retardedly high.
Immaculate.
They're going to be higher than space.
It's just scary, dog.
I'm so scared for how exciting that's going to be.
What about you, dog? You got anything you want to shout out? Got any upcoming shit? We're going to see you at the fucking ADCC Open or what?
Maybe.
November?
I still haven't seen... Okay, look, I've talked to them. I was like, I want to do it, like, for sure.
November.
Yeah, and I was like, where is this? Like, where's the sign up? Where's the information for this? The best they can give me is a T-shirt. There's a T-shirt that says it's in Orlando, November 4th.
It's November 4th. No, it's like the 11th or something, I think.
What is November 4th is the game, my bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like something like that. And I'm like, so it hasn't been announced anywhere, but there's things past it that have been announced.
Yeah.
So why hasn't it?
Huh.
So it makes me skeptical, like, is it really going to happen, or is it like they wanted to do it?
Yeah.
And they had already printed out the shirts.
That's weird.
Because they have, what the fuck is that company? Future Kimonos has T-shirts with it on it. With ADCC dates with Gordon.
That's weird.
Casey sent me the fucking link to the shirts, and I looked at the shirts, and I was like, "Oh,
okay,
brother,
where do you?" Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Brother, that is right." Because I was asking where the fuck that shit is, and now I don't know where that picture is. But it's all good.
ADCC Sweden. God damn, they got so many.
Yeah, you can't look at it,
brother.
Holy shit.
You all right?
Wow. Yeah, we need to get off this because I need to tell you some stuff.
Okay.
That can't be on the podcast. Before we get out of here, we just want to shout out some sponsors. Yeah. Speaking of ADCC and getting jiu-jitsu ready, fucking Kazushi Club Pensacola. I mean, they're hitting a stride that is just, like, sonically smooth, dude. Like, every time I'm in there lately, the vibes are high. Like, there's new faces. It's growing. It's just...
It's immaculate.
Yeah.
The vibes are immaculate.
We have people falling apart. Like, Jamie is, like, faking being himself. Like, he's made a false account just to befriend himself, and he is failing at that.
Yeah, he blocked himself.
Yeah, and he sent me the DMs of himself to himself, and I'm like, brother, you're playing both sides of this fence, and you can't even make a friend.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
But Jamie's cool, too, I guess. But, dude, the vibes have been absolutely amazing there. The technique is crazy. If you are interested in starting jiu-jitsu, it couldn't have been a better place in Pensacola to join. Come by, check out a trial, just see what it's about. There's open mat, too, if you just want to, like, super shallowly check it out, like, just one time. It's worth it, dude. We'll stay there, drill with you, roll with you, show you what we're about. It's fucking amazing there. Both of us go. I mean,
it's great.
And it's nothing but love in that room.
Dude, I tell you what, like, the fucking... So there's morning classes and night classes. Mornings are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and nights are Monday through Thursday. I don't think there's a Friday class, right?
Friday is only morning.
Yeah. But I tell you, there's something about getting up in the morning, going to jiu-jitsu in the morning, you know, and starting your day out with something like that, getting your ass kicked in a good way, getting some tough rolls in, going home, showering, and then, like, ready to fucking take on the day, bro.
And there's always people dropping in. Like, there's a new guy there, or a drop-in guy there when you just went, wasn't there?
Yeah, there were two today.
Yeah, Derek. Well, I don't think it was today. I think it was Monday. I don't think that was today that I saw that. Derek posted, like...
Yeah, that was today.
That was today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But it's like you constantly have people traveling from, like, other 10th planets, like...
Yeah.
Maybe 10th Planet New York or fucking 10th Planet Denver or some shit.
Real quick, 10th Planet Atlanta was top 10 in... I think they were number 6 in the ADCC Arizona.
Oh, word.
Yeah. 10th Planet Freaks won number 1. Then I think it was New Wave at 2. But like 5 out of the top 10 teams at the Arizona ADCC were 10th Planet gyms. So fucking crazy.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
That's just part of the lineage of what our team does, and like I don't know. I just haven't seen bad shit happen with our team, or like maybe the drama or whatever else I've seen at other gyms that could have been avoided. But if for whatever reason you're not in town, where could they go, dude?
Dude, fucking Panacea Martial Arts, baby.
Dude, and I was just there for their fucking Mason Fowler seminar, and it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
The environment is always top notch there. Like, especially like, say you can't get to Pensacola and you live in Foley, or if you just live in Mobile, it's worth the drive to Foley, dude. Like, they're absolutely amazing. Their size is huge.
Yeah.
Huge gym. Ton of experience on the mat.
Super welcoming gym. Yeah. They offer a lot of different classes. I think a lot of what their gym touches is the younger division stuff. Like, they have an absolute
way to word that.
But, like, you know what I mean? Is like they... Yeah, I guess that was weird.
You said...
No, I know. Don't say it again, though. You know what I mean? Fuck. That just fucked me up completely.
Yeah, no, they have a very large youth group. Like,
right.
And I literally was just there talking to Chelsea, which is their, like, receptionist. And she was saying that they had all of the children on the mat at one time, and it wasn't even everyone, and it was 65.
That's crazy. Which is awesome. I mean, that's fucking great.
That's crazy, brother.
Yeah. So,
that's an army.
Yeah, that
could be World War III.
If you are trying to get into jiu-jitsu and you're over there, or you know somebody or have a child that's looking to get into martial arts or want to get them into martial arts, definitely check them out.
The whole family can sign up.
Yeah, it's great over there, man. And Tony, fucking love Tony to death. Yeah. Tony Rayborn. So,
wholesome.
Yeah, definitely, the Borden boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, great people over there.
Just bring a chocolate milk and get your first week free.
Yeah, dude. It's that
Tell them
simple.
the boys sent you, and tell them I gave you that deal.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll cover you for sure. But yeah, great people over there. One of those great people is Rich Shimleski, who does the Wednesday night classes. He runs a Lifestyle Experiment, which is a no-gi jiu-jitsu brand and lifestyle brand. So They do everything from shorts to t-shirts to
Rash guards.
rash guards. They're working on belts and gi stuff.
Yeah.
As far as what they have in stock right now, I'm not 100% sure.
They have their brand new all white line, like that used to be fighter exclusive. That's
kits.
live right now, and it's still in stock.
Yeah, so
hurry up on that.
Hurry that shit up, yeah. You can find them at alefl.com.
Yes.
Or at a lifestyle experiment. There are some underscores in there, but if you put in a lifestyle experiment, it'll pop up. You can sign up for their email list, so whenever anything drops, you'll get emails and updates and all that kind of shit. But yeah, that's the best place to find that stuff, or just go hang out with Rich, because normally he's got some sweet goods with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Now, I know I mentioned before that, like, I'm fucking through with tattoos.
Yeah,
I know I have said this before.
At least 100 times.
But, you know, what are you going to do, dude? You get a tattoo and then you're just like, all right, that hurts. I'm not doing that again. And then you forget, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to do that again, okay?
Right.
So, there's not a better boy on the planet to set up an appointment with than the Mr. Johnny Mumbles himself.
That's very true.
I have something in the works coming up soon that's going to be fucking baller as shit. You know? I'm very excited to tell you. I'm not going to tell you on this. I'll tell you off air, but it's going to be fucking dope, and you're going to be like, that's on brand. Yeah. It's very cool, and like he couldn't be more excited, because as soon as I mentioned it, he was like, say when, brother.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he is always down to do a tattoo, and he's always down to do a really cool idea, and to mesh the two, like, to get a really sick tattoo from a really sick person, absolutely amazing. Sacred Grounds Tattoo Studio has Johnny Mumbles. It has Chauncey Fury. It has a bunch of artists. They also always have drop-ins.
Yeah.
You know? And, like, not just, like, run-of-the-mill people. Like, people that are doing, like, groundbreaking type work. You know? Like...
I saw a hair. I thought
it was like
I
you saw
what
you like...
I thought was a hair, and I saw it like moving, and then I looked up the chain, and it was the flag. Dude, it fucked me up. For a split
second, I thought you didn't know this was your own hand. You're like
scared of my own shit.
But Johnny Mumbles, he's gonna get me right. You need to get more work from him too.
I do.
We all do, and when you do, post and tag us and him so we can like. Shout that shit out.
Blow that shit up, dog.
He's going to do an absolute killer piece on me, and I will show you guys as soon as it's finished. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss out on this one.
Hell yeah, dog. Yeah. Well, good shit, man. You good?
Also, we might have somebody that wants to come on and debate Casey soon.
Oh, word.
So,
cool.
Something's in the works with that too, but yeah, I'm good.
Cool. Well, good shit. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's been a while since we've done a solo, so it was
always
good
forget how fun these are.
I know. They're always a good time.
Yeah.
So thank y'all for fucking hanging out with us. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We're getting the fuck up out of here. We love you. Yee!